Hello, my name's Alan Foom, and today I'm going to talk about what geology brings to humanity. So this is marking Geologists' Day, which is a holiday celebrating what geology brings to humanity. It started in the former Soviet Unions, Dnем геолога, Happy Geologists' Day, and it's celebrated on the first Sunday in April. It started the summer fieldwork season. Now, doing fieldwork in Siberia in the winter is kind of a bit tricky, with the snow covering up all the rocks and the freezing cold. Bit easier in the summer, apart from the seagull-sized mosquitoes that tend to eat you alive, but we can cope with that. And it's a holiday that spread from Russia and the former Soviet Union to the rest of the geological community around the world. The picture you see here are the Lena pillars. These are located near the river Lena in Siberia, and these are some of the oldest rocks in the world. So what is geology? Well, geology is an integrated study of the Earth and how it works, how it influences us, and how humanity interacts with it. So there are various fields within that. So there's geophysics, which is my own field. So there's a seismic section of a hydrocarbon deposit. Mineralogy, looking at how different minerals are. Field mapping, producing geological maps. Sedimentology, looking how sedimentary rocks interact with each other. Also, there are igneous and metamorphic rocks as well. Remote sensing, GIS, working with satellite data, aerial photography, etc., to build up a picture. Geochemistry, looking at the geochemical elements. Paleontology, which is, let's be honest, what most people are really interested in. So there's some ammonites there, but we also have the odd dinosaur. And geological time, or stratigraphy. So there's a picture of the geological time chart. And this is all put together by the Geological Survey of Ireland, this rather neat word cloud. So what areas do geoscientists work in? Well, quite a few. Some which are obvious and some less so. Now, hydrocarbon exploration, my own field, that's a fairly obvious one. People will need hydrocarbons for a very long time. Yes, there is an energy transition, but there are some fields where hydrocarbons cannot be substituted, and we need to do it in a responsible way as possible. Talking to the energy transition, geoscientists also provide a fair amount of work in the renewables field. So, for example, looking at geotechnical surveys, so big wind turbines in offshore wind and onshore wind. Looking at gas storage, both for methane and also for hydrogen. Mining minerals and exploration, both traditional mining minerals and also some of the minerals needed for the energy transition. Carbon capture and storage, again taking the hydrocarbon carbon dioxide that we produce and putting it back into the ground for safe storage. Hydrology, looking how rivers, lakes, oceans, seas and other aquatic bodies interact with us. And the blue picture is a LiDAR display using a type of laser surveying, looks at a meandering river. Construction, again, extensive geotechnical surveys within construction, plus also there's archaeology. So using tools like resistivity, electromagnetics, etc. Looking at nuclear waste, again, finding new repositories to try to bury that safely. And also some of the more traditional work in terms of looking at geohazards, monitoring earthquakes, monitoring volcanoes, trying to keep us as safe as we possibly can be in this difficult situation. So a little bit about some of the tools and techniques we use. So seismic surveying, so this is an offshore vessel. This is one of the PGS ramforms from the PGS Geosurveying Company. And they're towing streamers of hydrophones. They're also towing seismic sources, try to produce subsurface images of the Earth under the ocean. Here are some seismic surveying tracks, vibro-sized trucks in the Sahara. Again, seismic surveying on land. Aeromagnetic surveying, gravity surveying, seismic data, putting it all together, so there's a rather heartfelt image there. Looking at rocks, looking at thin sections, looking at logs, looking at image logs, looking at core rock samples, geochemistry, putting it all together into an integrated model. So how do we work? Well, we've got a whole bunch of data. We have our knowledge, our experience, our ideas, putting it all together into an Earth model, try to get an understanding of what's going on. Through this analysis, we come up with reserves, risks, getting understanding, opportunities, looking at hazards, looking at what we can do positively, and we use those insights to make decisions. So that's what we do. We're the original data scientists with quite a bit of extra spin on top. So looking to the future, here's a poster, Geoscience for the Future, looking at all the different things we can look at: oceanography, hydrocarbons, hydrology, engineering, geohazards, mitigating geohazards, understanding them, looking at critical minerals, geothermal, which is potentially quite a big extra in the future, using ground source heat to provide warmth. Hydropower, again, looking at surveying for dams. All of these things that we take for granted are brought to us in some way or form by geologists and looking to meet sustainable development goals. So this is from Geological Society and the British Geological Survey in the UK. And yes, there are a few stereotypes. You know, you've got people who like camping, people who do lab racks, and people who are computer geeks. Kind of a bit of all the above. Layer cake stratigraphy. Yes, I'm a geophysicist, but yeah, I consider the joke. And my rock collection's a little bit bigger than that. But we all love finding out new stuff, learning about new things, bringing it all together, coming up with understandings. So if you want to know more, here are some learning societies that give you some ideas. So British Geological Survey, USGS, American Geophysical Union, Geological Society of London, EAGE, SEG, APIA in Australia, the Geoengineering Society of Great Britain, which I'm very active in, APG, Canadian Association of Geology, Canadian Society of Exploration Geophysicists, Geoscience Australia in Australia. So those are the Anglophone ones. Obviously, there will be other ones from different countries in their own languages. So, Dnem gеолога, Happy Geologist Day. Look at Delicate Arch, Hutton's Conformity, Giant's Causeway, Leonard Pillars, and the original geological map of Great Britain. So, geology brings a lot to the world and will help you move into a better place. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.